DXLZXL says, bride is coming. Looks at Romeo. Romeo says, smiles looking to Birgitte at the distance.
Ella says, before we start, I would like to ask who gives this bride away? Isaiah says, I do. Ella says, thank you. Ladies, gentlemen, and honored guests, we are gathered here today to witness something rare and extraordinary. Not simply the joining of two people, but the recognition of a bond that has already been tested, already been proven, and already been chosen again and again, in quiet moments no one else could see. Ella says, Romeo and Birgitte, what you share was not built in ease or in passing time. It was forged like something tempered in fire, through intensity, through presence, through the kind of connection that does not ask to be explained, only to be honored. And today, in front of those who stand with you, and those who hold you in their hearts, you are choosing to name that bond for what it is. Not fleeting. Mia says, Talon hugs all smiley face. Ella says, not uncertain, but enduring. Marriage at its heart is not a promise to always feel the same. It is a promise to remain, through change, through growth, through the quiet seasons and the storming ones, to remain present, to remain loyal, and to remain open to one another. It is the courage to say, I see you as you are, and I choose you still. And today, that is exactly what you are doing. Before we continue, I'd like to read a short poem written by our groom. Jeg bare føler, og slik eksisterer jeg. Jeg er ild. Lidenskaper som brenner. Begjær som insisterer. Lyst som kaller. Lengsel som aldri hviler. Hvor går jeg? Hvor ender jeg? Jeg aner ikke.
Og likevel fortsetter jeg.
Ella smiles and says, "Yours is a love that lives in depth rather than noise." A love that does not need to be displayed to be understood. You have built something intentional, something protected, not out of distance from the world, but out of devotion to what you are creating together. There is strength in that. And there is also softness. You have learned each other not in a single moment, but in layers discovered piece by piece with patience, with curiosity, and with care. You challenge one another. You support one another. And most importantly, you see one another.
Ryan says, "Hello, everyone."
Ella says, "To be truly seen without pretense, without performance, without fear. That is one of the rarest gifts one person can give another." And it is the foundation of everything you are building. So as you step forward into this next chapter, let this be your charge. Protect what you have created. Not by holding it tightly in fear, but by nurturing it with presence. Choose each other not only in moments of passion, but in the quiet in-between. Continue to grow not apart but alongside. And never lose sight of the truth that brought you here. That this love was not accidental. It was recognized. And it was chosen. At this time, I will ask each of you in turn to declare your intention to be married today. Romeo, do you stand here today, choosing Birgitte with full heart and clear intention, promising to remain loyal, present, and true, to continue building a life grounded in trust, depth, and unwavering connection?
Romeo says, "I do."
Sosny says, smiley face. Ella says smiles widely. And Birgitte, do you stand here today, choosing Romeo with full heart and clear intention, promising to remain loyal, present, and true, to continue building a life grounded in trust, depth, and unwavering connection? Sosny says, yes, I do. Ella says, Romeo and Birgitte will share the vows they have written for one another. Romeo, please go first.
Romeo says, yes, thanks. Today, in this very special moment, I want to speak to you, Birgitte. First of all, I want to tell you that you are my everything and that I can't be without you.
Sosny says, smiles.
Romeo says, our story began with simple messages, words crossing screens without imagining how far they would take us. Through conversations, laughter, and online games, we built something that became real, something that became our home. With you, I discovered that I could talk about everything and feel everything. Your sensitivity moves me, and your understanding always supports me. We can get lost in any topic and still find ourselves more united each time. With you, I can discover who I truly am, and with you I can express my deepest feelings without fear, with truth. From the very first moment, your beauty struck me, but it was your essence and your soul that won me over forever. Your strength, your intelligence, and your way of facing life inspire me deeply. And I admire so much your ability to create, to organize, and to shape everything you touch. I know I can count on you, and that is one of the greatest gifts life has given me. Today, in front of everyone joining us, my vow of blood and pixels. I promise to care for you, to protect you, and to stand by your side always. In every step, in every challenge, in every joy, real or virtual. I promise to care for you and honor the life we choose to build together today. I promise to stand by your side forever, because my loyalty to you has no lag, no end, and no borders. Birgit, today I choose to unite my life with yours, and I choose to stay with you forever. Birgit, I love you for all eternity. Yellowheart. Done.
Nia says, applause. Ella says, and now Birgit, please share your vows with the man who holds your heart.
Eve sniffles.
Suzanne says, what nice words. Sosni says, thank you for those beautiful words, my love. Blinks back a couple of tears.
Trulte says, jeg lover jeg griner ikke nei da bare griner som en unge her jeg sitter.
Eve rubs nose on her sleeve.
Sosni says, my dear Romeo. I remember when I first began to notice you, at the CTFs and the raids. You were always at the front, focused, steady, knowing exactly what needed to be done. There was something about your confidence, your presence, it drew me in. Back then, our communication was brief, mostly in the middle of combat. Short, sharp commands in my IMs. Bandage that one. Help Eve with the flag. Stop fighting like a panther. Don't be a pussy. Laughing out loud. It sometimes amused me and other times it pissed me off, but you were mostly right.
Eve says, lol.
Sosni says, smiley face.
DXLZXL says, looks at the faces of Romeo and notices how happy they are.
Suzanne smiles. Sosni says, you were mysterious, keeping to yourself, never caught up in drama. I admired that, and maybe I recognized a part of myself in it too. And even though we didn't say much, there was something there. A pull, a quiet understanding. A feeling that we were meant to find each other. Over time we spoke more. And then one day, in your usual direct way, you said, I want you as my partner. No hesitation. No doubt. Just certainty. That is one of the things I admire most about you. When you say something, you mean it. You follow through. You stand by your word. You know what you want. And in that, you make me feel safe. You are steady, consistent, unwavering.
Romeo says, like a Viking.
Sosni says, haha, yes, love.
Eve giggles.
Sosni says, you chose me with strength and certainty, but also with care. And loving you has shown me what true strength really is. because you are not just a warrior. You are layered, deep, and endlessly surprising.
Eve says, "Ah."
Sosni says, "You make me feel protected, guided, and held." And the passion we share, it's something I can't fully put into words. It lives in everything. In the way we miss each other when we're apart. And the way we come back together as if we were never meant to be separate. But what means the most to me is that you let me see your heart. Behind your strength, behind your discipline. You revealed something far more rare, your tenderness, your romance, your soul. And then you surprised me with the most beautiful poems written by you. From those short, sharp commands to words so deep, so expressive, they took my breath away. There is so much more to you than what first meets the eye. You are a man of contrasts, deep, complex, and mysterious, like the ocean that draws me in. You've shown me that strength can be gentle, that love can be both powerful and soft at the same time. And with you, love has never felt complicated. It has always been easy, natural, right? You feel like home to me. So today, I don't just promise to be your wife. I promise to stand beside you in every battle. To trust you. To support you. To grow with you. I promise to love not only your strength, but also your softness. To choose you every single day. In the easy moments and in the hard ones.
Ti amo, mi amor. Jeg elsker deg av hele mitt hjerte.
And I will stand by your side always. Yours, Birgitte, love. Ella says, "Thank you both for sharing such words of love and devotion. These promises you have made to one another are eternal."
Romeo sägs, och Sonis, jag älskar dig också, te amo.
Ella says, "The rings you hold are more than symbols. Ella says, "They are circles without beginning and without end, just like the love you are choosing to carry forward from this day." Romeo, please take Birgitte's ring. Repeat after me. I give you this ring.
Romeo says, Birgitte, I give you this ring.
Ella says, "As a symbol of my loyalty."
Romeo says, as a symbol of my loyalty.
Ella says, "My trust."
Romeo says, my trust.
Ella says, "And the life we are building together."
Romeo says, and the life we are building together.
Ella says, "With this ring."
Romeo says, with this ring.
Ella says, I choose you.
Romeo says, I choose you.
Ella says, today and always.
Romeo says, today and always.
Ella says, now Birgitte, please take Romeo's ring. And repeat after me. I give you this ring. Sosny says, I give you this ring. Ella says, as a symbol of my loyalty, my trust. Sosny says, as a symbol of my loyalty, my trust. Ella says, and the life we are building together. Sosny says, and the life we are building together. Ella says, with this ring. Ella says, I choose you. Sosny says, I choose you. Ella says, today and always. Sosny says, today and always love. Ella says, there is a moment in every love story when two paths stop running parallel and begin to move as one. But unity does not mean losing yourself. It means standing side by side, distinct and whole, choosing to walk forward together. Like two currents meeting within the same river. Like two flames burning with a shared light. Like two roots growing beneath the same ground. You remain yourselves. And yet something new is created between you. A third presence. A shared life. A bond that is built not in a single moment, but in every moment that follows. And today that bond is made visible. Not as an ending, but as a beginning. Romeo and Birgitte, you have spoken your vows, exchanged your promises, and chosen one another with intention and clarity. By the power vested in me by Linden Labs and Blue Moon Weddings, it is my great honor and joy to pronounce you Mr. Romeo Y and Mrs. Birgitte Y. Romeo, you may now kiss your bride. Nia says, applause. Tula says, yay.
Indus says, cool.
Tula says, asterisk apelei asterisk. Maddie says, congrats. Suzanne says, slaps her hands.
Indus says, asterisco aplause. Speed is G says, applause.
Ella says, it is my absolute pleasure to present to you all for the very first time Mr. Romeo EY and Mrs. Birgitte EY. May your days be filled with presents.
Speed is EG says, congrats you both.
Eve Hoot.
Ella says, may your nights be filled with peace. May your love remain a place of strength, of softness, and of truth.
Trulte says, gratulerer til dere både to.
Ella says, and may you always remember. Sosni says, smiles happily before she showers his beautiful face with her kisses.
Romeo says, tack.
Ella says that what you have built together is something rare.
Romeo says, thanks. Gracias.
Ella says, something chosen. Suzanne says, congrats to you both, love. Ella says, and something worth protecting. Tula says, congrats both. Red heart.
Eve fidgets in her itchy dress.
On de says, Glückwunsch.
Gertie says, yes, I congratulate you both and wish you all the best, good luck, and lots of children. Winks. Nia says, applause. Izia says, applause. Ella says, go forward now, hand in hand, and begin the next chapter of your story. Tula says, asterisk apelei asterisk.
Indus says, asterisco aplause.
Nia says, bravo both, smiley face, congrat. Maddie says,
Karani says, congrats to you both. Jamie Leon says, congrats to you both.
Untouchable Heart says, congrats.
Rygene says, congrats.
Suzanne says, congratulations.
Jenny says, the warmest congratulations and many hugs.
Sosni says, thank you.
Rizuro says, herzlichen Glückwunsch. Ramsuro says, igualain, congratulations.
Nyatzia says, congratulations couple.
Émoticône riant de toutes ses dents, en orabuna.
Heisler says, congratulations couple. Émoticône riant de toutes ses dents. Congratulations.
Sosni says, party time.
DXLZXL says, congrats. Oxy says, congratulations.
Eve says, yay.
Ryan says, congratulations.
Trulte says, så söta dere är.
Ai says, felicitates a ambos, love.
Kahar says, congratulations to both of you, love.
Sosny says, tack smiley face.
Romeo says, now is the party. Take a look around the place and see the dance floor.
Ella says, honored guests, we invite you to head to reception where our newlyweds will share their first dance as husband and wife. Tula shouts, come join Romeo and Bree for their first dance.
The next song coming up is a song for Romeo and Brie, made by Heisler. So enjoy it all.
There was a time of silence and fear, of open wounds she carried for years. She walked alone without any light, leaving behind a past so tight.
Until one day without a sign,
like a shooting star, he crossed her sky. Romeo breaking through the dark, bringing life back to her heart. He came like a shooting star, but he stayed, he won't go far. Birgitte found love once again. In his arms she could mend. Now their hearts no longer torn, or a chain no force can break or scorn. Forged by God's endless flame, strong as love they now proclaim. He sees her like no one before, with truth and respect at his core. Together they've written a brand new way, where love means to care and stay. He came like a shooting star, but he stayed, he won't go far. Birgitte found love once again. In his arms she could mend, and their hearts no longer torn, or a chain no force can break or scorn. Forged by God's endless flame, strong as love they now like a star that will never fade, shining bright in the life they've made. Romeo and Birgitte now and always. A love that time won't erase, a chain forged by God's above, celebrating their endless love.
How nice was that, guys?
S beat is G says applause.
I got tears in my eyes. Trying to read a letter from my home.
Izia says applause.
This train run me right, I'll be home by tomorrow night.
Jayat
Well, I'm
says,
900
yes, a great
miles
song.
from my home. 'Cause I'm 900 miles from my home.
Nia says, applause.
Eve joins in at the end with a fervent, albeit somewhat off-key rendition of words that she hoped might be coming up.
Everybody, come and join the party now. Come dance with us.
DXLZXL says, let's dance.
Hear the whistle blow 100 miles, well, let the train run me right, I'll be home by Saturday night. Well, I'm 900 miles from my home. I will pawn you my watch, I will pawn you my chain, pawn you my golden diamond ring. If this train run me right, I'll be home by tomorrow night. Well, I'm 900 miles from my home. And I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow, blow, blow,
Heisler says, sing.
drown. I wanna be careless or free. I wanna live here in the moment we found. I wanna be all that you see. Tomorrow can wait. There's time in this place. The sun is awake, like a magnet on me. I don't care what they say. Do it our way. If love's just a game, come and play. I see some.
Thank you, Denzel. Mwah.